So you've probably seen these videos where I showcase multiple different variations of the same exercise, like the split squat, or deadlifts, or lunges. A lot of people assume all of this is meant to be done in one workout, so they start asking questions like, how should I split this? And what are the sets and reps? But that's not the point of these videos. These clips aren't meant to show a single training session. The goal is to show that one movement can be trained for multiple outputs. Depending on how it's performed and why it's programmed, an exercise can be utilized to emphasize many different outcomes. See, most people train in the weight room to complete sets and reps. However, I train for total physical capability, and that distinction leads directly into hybrid training. Hybrid training is built on 5 foundational capacities that govern human performance: speed, strength, power, stability, and mobility. Those foundations define what the body can actually do under pressure, challenge, load, or uncertain situations. But the goal isn't to train all of these qualities at once in a single session. Different physical qualities are emphasized at different times, depending on your goals, your current fitness level, the demands you're preparing for, or whatever sports you might play. That's why the same exercise can look completely different across a week, a training block, or a season. These videos are a visual representation of that structure. They're meant to show that you don't have to limit yourself to one outcome in the gym. You don't have to choose between being strong or being fast. You don't have to sacrifice movement quality to build muscle. And you don't have to train at one quality at the expense of the others. When these foundations are developed together, they reinforce each other. Strength supports speed. Speed expresses power. Power is controlled through stability and mobility. That's how you're able to develop a body that doesn't just look fit, but can actually perform. A body that can move efficiently, absorb stress, produce force, and adapt to life. Hybrid training isn't about doing more. It's about training with intent. It's about developing the body as a functional system, not a collection of isolated parts. Because you were never meant to specialize. You were built to evolve.